Okay guys, in last session we have discussed about the Coulomb's law, force between the two charged, F is equal to K Q1 Q2 upon R square, as we discussed in our last session. Okay, now in this session we are going to discuss about the force between the multiple charges. If more than two charges present in a system, then how to finding out the force. Okay, so our today's topic is force between the multiple charges. We are discussed about this. If more than two charges present in a system, more than two charges are present in a system, then how to finding out the force? We call it is force between the multiple charges. Okay, force between multiple charges find by the using of principle of superposition. Now let us discuss what is the principle of superposition. Actually we already discussed about this principle in a 11th standard. Let's see. Force on any charge due to the number of charges is the vector sum of all the forces on that charge due to the another charges. Means you have to finding out the force by the using of vector summation, because force is a vector quantity. Force is what? Actually force is a vector quantity. So here if you have more than two charges are present, then force on particular charge is found by using the vector sum of this. Okay, and you are taken at a one time. The individual force which is produced by the charges on a charge is unaffected due to the presence of the other charge. मतलब कि जो भी दूसरे चार्ज प्रेजेंट है उससे फोर्स, इंडिविजुअल फोर्स पे कोई इफेक्ट नहीं होता है. ठीक है, दिस इज नोन एज अ प्रिंसिपल ऑफ सुपरपोजिशन. व्हाट वी कॉल इट इज प्रिंसिपल ऑफ सुपरपोजिशन. लेट्स वी अंडरस्टैंड इन डिटेल प्रॉपर्ली. सपोज हियर द सम चार्ज इज q1 is present, here the some charge q2 is present, here the some charge q3 is present, similarly here the suppose qn is present. This type of number of charges are present, q1 to qn. So we have to finding out the suppose force on q1. What we have to finding out? Force on q1 due to the other all charges q2, q3, q4 and qn like last. Okay, so for this purpose you just take a coordinate system. Suppose x, y and z, x, y and suppose this type of coordinate system. So what is this position vector of q1? That's suppose r1. What is the position vector of q2? Supposed to be r2. Position vector of q3 supposed to be r3, and similarly for qn, that is rn. Then force on q1 due to q2 is along this direction. See, it suppose is along this direction. What is this? Force on 1 due to 2, this f12. This is what? f2. Now force on q3 due to force on q1 due to q3, that suppose in this direction, f on 1 due to 3. Similarly you find the force on q1 due to qn is supposed to be in the along this direction, that is what? f1n. So what is the net force on q1? This is, see, in the different direction, f12, f13, f1, and this all are in a different direction. Then how to find the net force on a charge 1? Then you just using this formula. Net force on a q1 is given as a f1 is equal to f12 plus f13 plus 2 plus f1n. This is, so see, vector sum of all these forces, vector sum of all these forces is named as is known as a principle of superposition, and by using this formula we get the answer. Okay, let's consider distance between, suppose you consider the distance between 1 and 2 is supposed to be r12. Okay, distance between 1 and 3 is considered to be r13. Distance between 1 and n is supposed to be r1n. Okay, I am not using this position vector. Okay, you just consider position vector of q1 is r1, position vector of q2 is r2, position vector of q3 is r3, position vector of qn is rn, and you just use this as it is. Here if you use the r12, then what is this? Actually r1 minus r2. If you consider this r13, then what is r13? r1 minus r3, and so on. Okay, you just find the position vector by this way. So r12 is equal to what? r1 minus r2. r13 is what? r1 minus r3, as we studied during the vector form of Coulomb's law. We discussed about it in detail in a vector form of Coulomb's law. Okay, let's come to this finding out this all the forces. So how we get this net force? So net force is given as a F net is equal to F1 is equal to F12, see this one, F12 plus F13 plus 2 plus F1n. Then how we get this answer? See, F12 means K Q1 Q2 upon R12 square, and direction is what? R12 unit vector, plus F13, so K Q1 Q3 upon R13 square into direction is R13 unit vector, plus 2 plus, so plus 2 plus what is the K1n, so sorry F1n, so K Q1 Qn upon R1n square into R1n unit vector. So by this way you get the full answer. Okay, if you write this answer in a smaller term, then what? See, KQ1 is common out, KQ1 is common out, so KQ1 is common out, and remaining terms in summation, so see I is equal to 1 to n. What is this? Qi upon R1i square into R1i unit vector. So by this way you get the net force on a charge 1. So this is what actually principle of superposition, what we call it is principle of superposition. Okay, means what? If you have to finding out the net force, if you have to finding out the net force on any charge, then you are using the principle of superposition, you get the final answer. You are using the principle of superposition, you get the final. What is the principle of superposition? Nothing, it is a vector sum. What is this actually? Principle of superposition, that is a vector sum. By the doing of vector sum of all the forces, you get the final answer. Okay, all of you guys must be note this. Then after we are go to the solution of some example which is based on a Coulombs. Okay, all of you note this. Let's see the first example, example number 1.1 from the exercise. What is the force between the two small charge sphere having a charge is 2 into 10 raised to minus 7 coulomb and 3 into 10 raised to minus. Consider that is a suppose Q1 and that is a suppose Q2, which is placed at 30 centimeters. Consider that is what? R. So that is given data. Given data. Q1 given, Q2 given, R given. So let's consider that is a Q1. Here is somewhere Q2, and the distance between them is what? Supposed to be R. Then we have to finding out the force between them. What we have to finding out? So consider the force F21 is here, F12 is here. So what is the force? So force between two charges F12 is equal to F21. Why? In magnitude both are equal. In magnitude both are equal and opposite in direction. In magnitude both are equal but opposite in direction. So F12 is equal to F21 is equal to K Q1 Q2 upon R square. Okay, that is a Coulomb's law. That is what Coulomb's law. So put this all this value. So 9 into 10 raised to 9. What is Q1? 2 into 10 raised to minus 7. What is Q2? 3 into 10 raised to minus 7 upon R square. R is equal to 30 centimeter. Convert in a meter. So 30 centimeter, that is equal to what? 0.3 meter. So 0.3 square. So calculate this answer by yourself, you get the final answer, this one. And this force is in nature which one? Repulsive. Why? If both charge are similar, if both charge are like, then force is repulsive. In both charge are opposite, means positive and negative, then the force is what? Attractive. Okay, all of you guys note this example in your books. Then after we are go to this next one. Note it. Let's see next one, example number 1.2 from the exercise. The electrostatic force on a small sphere of charge this one. Consider this charge is what? Q1. Given data. Due to another small sphere, that is another charge, suppose it is Q2. And air, what is this force? That is F. What is this? F. That type of data are given to us. Now what we have to finding out? What is the distance between the two spheres? Let's consider that is a sphere 1. Here the charge Q1. And somewhere here consider that is a sphere 2. Here the charge Q2. And see, both charges are opposite nature. This charge is positive and this charge is negative. It means whatever the force is given, that is the attractive force. If both charge are opposite in nature, then the force is what? Attractive. So here whatever the force is applied, this force is like this, F1 to F21. In magnitude, if you consider this magnitude, what is the given data in magnitude? So mod Q1 is equal to 0.4 microcoulomb. It means 0.4 into 10 raised to minus 6 coulomb. Mod Q2 is equal to 0.8 microcoulomb. It means 0.8 into 10 raised to minus 6 coulomb. But this Q2 is negative, means both the charge are opposite in nature. It means the force is what? Attractive. So attractive force is produced between these two. What is this value of force? We have to finding out distance r. So consider this supposed to be r. Then use the Coulomb's law. First use Coulomb's law. What will you get? F is equal to K mod Q1 mod Q2 upon r square. Why I am using the mod? Because we just use the force is positive, then you just use the both are in both have, you consider the charge is in only magnitude of the charge, you consider the magnitude of the charge, you are not consider the negative sign. Okay, we already gives the direction, just both are opposite in nature, sorry, opposite in direction and towards each other, opposite in direction towards each other, then it's attractive force. If opposite in direction and away from each other, then we call it is repulsive force. Okay, but right now it is attractive force. So see, F given, K given, everything is given. Find the R from this equation. So R square is equal to K Q1 Q2 upon F. Find R. Find R by yourself. Okay, that's in homework. You just try to solve out this problem by yourself. Now what is the second problem? What is the force on a second sphere due to first? So second case, always F12 is equal to Ft1. In magnitude both are equal and opposite in direction only. In magnitude both the force are equal, only opposite in direction. So F12 is equal to F21 in magnitude. This is in magnitude. आपको अगर डायरेक्शन चाहिए तो ये आपको अपोजिट लेने हैं. मैग्नीट्यूड में दोनों फोर्स तो कैसे सेम है, एज वी डिस्कस इन अ वेक्टर फॉर्म ऑफ Coulomb's law. Okay, all of you guys must be note this example, then after we are go to this next. Okay, note it. Let's see next example number 1.3 from the exercise. Check that ratio k square upon g me mp is dimensionless. हमें ये चेक करना कि dimensionless है. Okay, so if you finding out this, actually this ratio is nothing. What is, see, this ratio is what actually this ratio you just find F electrostatics upon F gravity, मतलब electrostatic force upon gravity force. So what is this F electrostatics? So K Q1 Q2 upon R square into what is the F gravity? So G m1 m2 upon R square. So R square cancel out. So R square cancel out. What you get? See, so your answer is like this: K Q1 Q2 upon G m1 m2. Take this, both this charge is electron and proton. Consider somewhere here it is electron and somewhere here it is proton. Then the charge of electron is E, charge of proton is also E. So what is this actually? Fe upon Fg, it is equal to K square upon G m proton m electron. So this ratio is nothing, that is a ratio this is the ratio of the electrostatic force and gravity force between the electron and proton. What is this ratio actually? This ratio is this ratio represents the ratio of Fe and Fg between electron and proton. So the force का ratio for Newton upon Newton. What is the unit of force? Electrostatic force, Newton. What is the unit of gravity force? Newton. So actually this is nothing, that is a Newton upon Newton. It means it is a dimensionless. तो ये फर्स्ट मेथड है प्रूव करने की. सेकेंड मेथड में आपको ये कर सकते हो, देखो दिस के स्क्वेयर अपॉन जी एम प्रोटॉन एम न्यूट्रॉन. तो सेकेंड मेथड में आप सभी प्रॉपर्टीज के यूनिट लिखो, मतलब के का यूनिट क्या होगा. देखो व्हाट इज द यूनिट ऑफ के. सो यूनिट ऑफ के इज Newton meter square per coulomb square. Unit of E is a coulomb. Unit of G is a Newton meter square per kg square, and unit of MP and ME, this is a kg. Put all this unit here, you get the final answer dimensionless. After putting this all this value, you get this m0, l0, t0. So you just try to solve out this second method by yourself. Okay, अगर आप सभी यूनिट्स के इस इक्वेशन में पुट करते हैं तो भी आपका आंसर क्या होगा, ए. ठीक है, ए यूनिट ऑफ के और जी तो हमें पता ही है, दस जी इज एफ इज इक्वल टू के क्यू, सॉरी जी m1 m2 अपॉन आर स्क्वायर. उससे जी का यूनिट मिल जाएगा. के का यूनिट कैसे फाइंड करना, एफ इज इक्वल टू के q1 q2 अपॉन आर स्क्वायर. Okay, so by this way you put all this value in this equation, you get the dimensionless quantity. So that is this method number 2. What is this method number 2? Okay, all of you guys must be not the second method and try to solve this one in homework. Try to solve this example by yourself. Okay, not it. Let's see what does the ratio signify. Second question is what does the ratio signify. If you find this answer, actually it is dimensionless, but if you find this ratio Fe upon Fg is equal to k square upon g m proton m electron is equal to what, 9 into 10 raised to 9 into 1.6 into 10 raised to minus 19 square upon g 6.11 into 10 raised to minus 11 into mass of proton 1.6 into 10 raised to minus 27 into mass of electron 9.1 into 10 raised to minus 31. So you just put this all this value. After putting this all value, you get this answer. See, 2.3 into 10 raised to 19. अगर आप पूरी वैल्यू पुट करते तो आपको ये आंसर मिलेगा 2.3 into 10 raised to 39. 2.3 into 10 raised to 39. What is the meaning of this? It means the electrostatic force is much more stronger than the gravity force. By this way, what you say, electrostatic force Fe is approximately 10 raised to 40 times Fg. मतलब कि gravity force है 40 या 39, whatever you choose. Electrostatic force is approximately 10 raised to 40 times than the gravity force. Electrostatic force is approximately 10 raised to 39 या तो 40 times the gravity force, means much more stronger. This ratio signifies this. Okay, all of you guys must be note this. Then after we go to this next. Okay, not it. Let's see next example. Example number 1.6 from the textbook again. 4 points charge QA, QB, QC and QD. The 4 point charges are given like this. Are located at the corner of the square ABCD of the side 10 cm. Let's consider that is a square. Here the QA, QB, QC and QD. These 4 charges are placed like this. Its magnitudes and values are given. QA2, QB minus 5, QC2 and QD minus 5 microcoulombs are given to us. At side is 10 cm. What is the force on a charge 1 microcoulomb placed at the corner of the square? So at the corner which charge is placed? Suppose let's consider this is Q5, sorry Q, simply Q. Suppose what is this, Q is equal to 1 micron, that is given to us. So we have to finding out the net force. So what we are doing actually, so we are use this formula, principle of superposition. Principle of superposition. F is equal to Fa plus Fb plus Fc plus Fd. मतलब कि vector sum of this all forces. Vector sum of this all forces. Okay. So let's be finding out this. What is the force on QA? So QA is actually positive. QB is actually negative. QC is actually positive and QD is negative. This type of charges are given to us. Let's give the direction of all these forces. Okay, so what is the direction of QA? QA positive, so let's we just give this. So repulsive force, positive positive, this Q is also positive. So between the two positive charge, force is applied on a charge which is away from the charge. तो यहाँ पे चार्ज है, यहाँ पे चार्ज है, सपोज यहाँ पे Q है, यहाँ पे QA है. So away from the charge means like this, away from the charge. So that is what actually F is. Where is the QB? So QB, let's see, denotes this QB. So QB is negative, so negative positive attractive force means towards the charge. So here this towards the charge, so that is what actually FB. Now FC, so QC is a positive charge, so repulsive force, so use the repulsive formula, so that is a repulsive force FC. Okay, and QD is a negative charge, so negative positive attractive charge, attractive force, so apply the attractive force formula, so this is attractive like this, so FD. Then in this way means force are opposite, in this means force on a Q as like this, FA, FB, FC and FD. But if you consider this situation, see, QA is equal to QC and that is a square, so actually distance is also same, means RA is equal to RC. It means force A in magnitude is equal to force C in magnitude, opposite in direction. मैग्नीट्यूड में दोनों फोर्स सेम रहेंगे, डायरेक्शन में अपोजिट. क्यों सेम है? क्योंकि चार्ज सेम है, डिस्टेंस सेम है. सिमिलर वे इफ यू कंसिडर दिस सिचुएशन सेम, देन QB is equal to QD and RD is equal to RB. It means force due to B is equal to force due to D. मैग्नीट्यूड में सेम है, डायरेक्शन में कैसे है? अपोजिट. देखो डायरेक्शन इज अपोजिट फ्रॉम ईच अदर फॉर बोथ द केस, बट मैग्नीट्यूड सेम. इट्स मीन्स नेट फोर्स इज व्हाट? 0. FA पॉजिटिव केस कंसिडर करते हो तो FC क्या होगा? नेगेटिव. FB पॉजिटिव है तो FD क्या होगा? नेगेटिव. तो फिर एक पॉजिटिव है एक नेगेटिव है, तो व्हाट इज नेट फोर्स? नेट फोर्स ऑन चार्ज Q F इज इक्वल टू व्हाट? 0. क्यों? क्योंकि बाकी फोर्स अपोजिट है, मैग्नीट्यूड तो सेम ही रहेगा. Why magnitudes are same? Because the charge and distance are same. If charge and distance in magnitudes are same, then the force in magnitude same. Only direction is opposite from each other. Okay. All of you guys must be not this. Then after we are go to this next. Okay. Not it. Let's see. Example number 1.11 from the exercise. A polythene piece rubbed with a wool is found to have negative charge of this one. So how much negative is the? Q is equal to minus 3 into 10 raised to minus 7 coulomb. This much of charge. Estimate the number of electron transfer. So actually this example is not from the coulomb. So this example is from properties of charge. But here we understand something in detail. So I am just solving this problem here. Okay. So first let's we discuss about this situation. Then after we are go to this additional thing. Okay. Estimate the number of electrons. So use the properties of charge. Use the properties of charge. Quantization of charge. Quantization of charge. Q is equal to what? N. So we use the mode sign. So mode Q is equal to N into mode E. So what is mode Q? 3 into 10 raised to minus 7 is equal to N. What is the E? 1.6 into 10 raised to माइनस n. तो आप इसमें से वैल्यू तो पुट कर दे तो n क्या हो जाएगा? n इज इक्वल टू 3 into 10 raised to minus 7. दिस मल्टीप्लीकेशन इज कम्स इन अ डिनोमिनेटर. सो 1.6 into 10 raised to minus 19. आप फाइन कर लेना. रेशियो यहाँ पे आंसर दिया है, देखो इसका आंसर होगा 1.875 into 10 raised to 12. दैट इज आंसर. ओके. सो रिमेनिंग कैलकुलेशन इज इन होमवर्क. इज देयर अ मास इज ट्रांसफर फ्रॉम वुल टू पॉलीथीन? इफ यू कंसिडर this situation, okay, a polythene piece is rubbed with a wool. Consider that is a polythene piece and that is a wool. If you consider this both are rubbed to each other, then the negative charge is found on one to another. Okay, so here during this one some charge is transferred. It means some electrons is transferred. So write down during, that is A. Now B, during rubbing electrons are transferred from one body to another body. Electrons are transferred from one body to another body. It means when the electrons are transferred, it means mass is also transferred. So mass is also transfer from one body to another body. This is our answer. Now the case is what? How much mass is transferred? So net mass is equal to n into me. अगर एक इलेक्ट्रॉन जाता है, देखो, if write this note, if one electron is transferred, then how much mass is transferred? me. Right now how many electrons are transferred? n electrons are transferred, then m is equal to what? So m is equal to n into me upon 1, but you just not write it. Okay, now n is given here, multiply by me, 9.1 into 10 raised to minus 31, you get the final answer. Okay, so this remaining task is in homework. All of you guys must be try to solve out this problem again by yourself. Okay, so this is the simple case. Now what is the additional thing? Sometime in this type of question, the question in this type of problem, sometime force is asking to you. So consider that is the piece 1, and that is a piece 2, means polyethylene wool. Okay, so if you consider this situation and you place at some distance r, then question is asking how much force and which type of force. If suppose consider this electrons are transferred from here to here, it means this piece 1 is lose some electron, piece 1 losing the electron, and piece 2 gain the electron. It means this body becomes a positively charged, this body becomes a negatively charged. So F is equal to K Q square upon R square. This is attractive in nature always. By the rubbing method, whatever the force between the body, whatever you are rubbed, which is okay, this force is attractive in nature. This force is what? Attractive in nature, and by this way you get the answer. If sometimes Q is not given, the number of electrons are given. Sometimes number of electrons are given, then what are you doing at that time? If number of electrons are given, then use this Q is equal to Ne and find the Q and put this Q in this equation. F is equal to K Q square upon R square. Okay, all you guys must be write this note, additional note in your books. Then after we are go to the next. Okay, note it. Let's see next example. Example number 1.12 from the textbook. Two insulator charged copper sphere A and B have their center separated by a distance what? 50 centimeter. What is the mutual electrostatic repulsive force on if the charge on each sphere is 6.5 into 10 raised to minus 7 coulomb? The radius is negligible. The radius is what? Negligible. Consider that is the sphere 1 A and this is the sphere 2 B. What is the distance between them? R. So R is equal to 50 centimeters. Convert in a meter. 0.5 meter. This charge on both sphere is same. Consider this Q and Q. What is this Q? So Q is equal to 6.5 into 10 raised to minus 7 coulomb. So that is given data. What is this? Given data. So we have to finding out for what we have to find the repulsive force. So first F repulsive. So use the Coulomb's law. Use Coulomb's law. So what is F? F A is equal to F B. Actually F A B is equal to F B A is equal to K Q square upon R square. Simple equation होगा K Q1 Q2 upon R square. So K is known, Q is known, R is known. So remaining task is in homework. Okay. आपका आंसर कुछ इतना आएगा 1.52 into 10 raised to minus 2 Newton. So try to solve this example by yourself. What is the second question? What is the force of repulsive on each sphere if the charge is double? If the charge is double and the distance is half, distance is becomes half. So what is QA is in QB? So QA is equal to QB is equal to 2Q. मतलब दोनों चार्ज है डबल हो गए और डिस्टेंस हाफ हो गया. तो R is equal, R dash is equal to R by 2. So what is new force? So F dash is equal to K QA QB अपॉन R dash स्क्वायर. तो आंसर क्या होगा? K. दोनों चार्ज डबल हुए तो 4Q हो जाएगा. What is this actually? 2Q into 2Q 4Q upon R square by 4. This 4 is comes in numerator. so that is 16 kq upon r square. Actually what is kq upon r square? That's considered suppose f. So आंसर इज व्हाट 16f. मतलब यहाँ पे जो भी आंसर है उसको 16 से मल्टीप्लाई करो, आपका आंसर हो गया. सो फाइनली यू गेट दिस आंसर, सी 0.2432 न्यूटन. बाय द कैलकुलेटिंग यू गेट दिस फाइनल आंसर. ओके, मतलब कि अगर चार्ज डबल करते हो दोनों का और डिस्टेंस हाफ करते हो तो फोर्स कितना हो जाएगा? 16 टाइम होगा. Force is becomes a 16 times than the original value. Okay, all of you guys note this, then after we go to this next. Okay, note it. Let's see next one. Suppose the sphere A and B in exercise 1.12, मतलब exercise 1.12 में से है ना, this both are in identical in size, that's are identical. So first of all let's we write the charge. So Q is equal to 6.5 into 10 raised to minus 7. So Q it is equal to 6.5 into 10 raised to minus 7 कूलम, इतना चार्ज है, ठीक है. और थर्ड स्फीयर ऑफ द सेम साइज बट द अनचार्ज्ड इज बोट इन अ कॉन्टैक्ट with the first and then brought in a contact with the second and finally thus removed from the both, then what is the new force of repulsion between A and B? मतलब कि कंसिडर करो सपोज यहाँ पे A है, यहाँ पे B है. So first C is comes in a contact with the A, so let's consider that is a C. So this is a C. What is the initial charge? So here Q is equal to 0 and here Q, this type of initial charge. If two body are comes in a contact with each other, both are identical in size. This all are identical in size. See, sphere C is the same size. So the charges becomes half and half on the both sphere. When we are studying this case, when the two body are comes in a contact, when the two bodies are comes in a contact, then charge is transferred from one body to another body. So here what is total charge on A and C? Total charge Q. So this is becomes half and half. So here this is happening like this. See, so here QA is equal to QC is becomes Q by 2. Now this C is comes in a contact with a B. C comes in a contact with a B. So what happened in this case? See, so here it is suppose A. Now how much charge on A? QA. Here it is suppose B. How much charge on a B? Q. Now the C is comes in a contact C, but now the charge on C is how much? Q by 2. क्योंकि यहाँ पे Q by 2 आ गया है ना, तो now the charge is what? Q by 2. So what is the net charge actually? So net charge, now this charge is becomes half, but what is net charge? Q plus Q by 2. So that is 3Q, मतलब टोटल 3Q by 2 तो चार्ज है ही. मतलब उसके बाद QC पे और QB पे क्या आ जाएगा? देखो what is the QB now in this next case. So QA is equal to what? Q by 2 and QB is equal to what? 3Q by 2. Half charge is distributed over C. So QC dash is equal to QB is equal to half of this. So 3Q by 4. 3Q by 2 का हाफ करो, 3Q by 2 का हाफ करो तो क्या होगा? 3Q by 4 होगा. देखो 3Q by 4 दोनों सेम साइज है ना. देखो यहाँ पे यू जस्ट कंसिडर लाइक दिस, दिस इज द A, दिस इज द C. यहाँ पे Q चार्ज है, यहाँ पे 0 है, तो क्या हो जाएगा? Q by 2. अब भी C और भी यहाँ पे Q by 2 है, यहाँ पे Q है, ऐसा है, ठीक है. तो यहाँ पे टोटल चार्ज कितना है? 3Q by 2 है. टोटल चार्ज कितना है? Q by 2 प्लस Q by 2 प्लस Q. 3Q by 2 है, तो उसको अलग कर देते हो आप C और B, तो दोनों पे हाफ चार्ज हो जाएगा. टोटल चार्ज 3Q by 2 है, तो यहाँ पे 3Q by 4 आ जाएगा, यहाँ पे 3Q by 2 4 आ जाएगा, क्योंकि वो कॉन्टेक्ट में थे तो ऐसा चार्ज डिस्ट्रीब्यूट होगा. मतलब न्यू सिचुएशन इज लाइक दिस. सी, दैट इज द फाइनल सिचुएशन. सो नाउ व्हाट इज द फोर्स बिटवीन दिस? सो दैट इज द A and that is the B, but charge is change is here. What is the charge on A? That is Q by 2. And what is the charge on B? That is a 3Q by 4. What is this? 3Q by 4. That's new charge. And what is the distance between them? Supposed to be R. R is equal to actually given here in the first row. R is equal to 0.5 meter. So R is equal to what? 0.5 meter. Okay, so what is this new force? So F, let's write F new using Coulomb's law. Use Coulomb's law. So K QA QB upon R square. So K as it is. What is QA? Q by 2. What is QB? 3Q by 4 upon R square. So what is the answer? So see, 3 by 8 comes out, and that is KQ square upon R square. What is KQ square upon R square? See this one, KQ square upon R square, that is F. So put this actually here. So answer is what? 3 by 8 F. This is our answer. Put the value of F, you get the answer. F की वैल्यू क्या पुट करनी है? 1 पॉइंट, देखो यहाँ पे F की वैल्यू क्या आई है? 1.50 × 10⁻² है, तो यहाँ पे वो पुट कर दो, देन यू गेट द फाइनल आंसर. 3 by 8 इंटू 1.52 इंटू 10⁻², तो आपका आंसर क्या होगा? 5.7 × 10⁻³ ओके, ऐसा कुछ आंसर हो जाएगा. यू जस्ट ट्राई टू सॉल्व आउट दिस वन बाय योरसेल्फ, बट दिस इज अ क्वाइट सिंपल थिंग which we have to use here. Okay, all of you guys must be note this, because this type of example asking in a competitive examination also. Okay, all of you guys must be note this, then after we are go to the table. Not it?